So the biggest organic star on the UFC roster, Sean Strickland, has done it again. He has a long-running beef with Machine Gun Kelly. The two of them have gone at it again in the last 24 hours in the aftermath of the P. Diddy disgusting behavior that's been plastered everywhere on the internet. And as a public service announcement, or even just a message to Sean Strickland, I would say don't relent on this. Keep going after this guy, because what I've actually seen just in the aftermath of your conversation with him yesterday is absolutely disgusting and depraved.
I'm not like a creepy age, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm 23, bro. She's 17. I don't care. Say what you want, man. If Kendall Jenner is in your bedroom naked and you're 50, you're going.
So I guess the backstory to all this was when Machine Gun Kelly and Sean Strickland had this little interaction at a Power Slap event. Machine Gun Kelly, who's this dweeby, vampire-y goth rapper slash loser, got upset that Sean Strickland didn't know who he was. Sean Strickland took offense to the attitude and the face that this dude had on, and they almost got into a little back and forth. That mutated into a back and forth on social media, which ended up with Megan Fox, who's Machine Gun Kelly's bird, sending private messages to Sean Strickland asking him not to talk about her children, even though she puts them out there into public and dresses them up as girls. Disgusting and depraved. And of course it's right to call it out. But Sean Strickland, being the dude that he is, he said, look, I'll put that aside. I won't go after the kids. I'll just go after the both of you because you do like to drink each other's blood.
I guess to drink each other's blood might mislead people, or like people are imagining us with like goblets and we're like Game of Thrones drinking each other's blood. It's just a few drops. But yes, we do consume each other's blood on occasion for ritual purposes.
And these people are depraved, satanic, Hollywood type people, right? So it's always great to see Sean going in hard on the people that actually deserve it. And as everybody has seen everywhere on the internet in the last week, the Sean, P. Diddy, Puffy, Combs story, absolutely disgusting. We covered it before when Ryan Garcia was having interactions with him. We saw the stuff that he had done to the likes of Justin Bieber when he was just a young kid. We heard stories coming from Usher. It was all very disgusting. But as we know, since last week, he got arrested. A couple of 100,000 dildos and a couple of 100,000 bottles of baby oil was found, and a lot more disgusting shit as well. So this picture shows up on social media of P. Diddy Combs with Machine Gun Kelly, looking like the badass guy that he is. And Sean Strickland simply says, it makes sense now. And he follows that up with, yo, I heard Diddy liked white guys. Starting to make sense with all that satanic shit that you're into. Which it does, and there is nothing better than seeing it getting called out by the biggest star on the UFC roster. I love it. So he follows up that tweet with this one, which was actually directed at Machine Gun Kelly. And he says, you think that he's on one of those Diddy tapes? All that satanic shit is starting to make sense now. There was a reply, which you can see here. It's unavailable because Machine Gun Kelly put it out there and then deleted it. But of course, somebody screenshotted it, and it's right down here. So Texas Morning Coffee says, he deleted it, but my feed didn't refresh, so I got it, bro. Love these guys. Sean Strickland is going at him about the tapes. So Machine Gun Kelly responds to that with, and I'm the only one with the video, and the upside down smiley. And you're thinking, oh right, yeah, so you're the only one with the video. And it all starts to make sense in terms of Machine Gun Kelly's relationship with P. Diddy. And of course the internet does what the internet does. And in the aftermath of that interaction yesterday, we see uncovered messages starting to come to the surface from Machine Gun Kelly, which definitely would indicate that the dude is damaged. Not that you needed a text message or a screenshot of one of these disgusting messages to indicate that. Just have a little look at him. And remember, just remember, right? If you have children, or if you have nieces or nephews, or anyone that's of that influencing age, like 12, 14, 16, they are being indoctrinated by social media to follow people like this. This influencer buzz of people being weird and satanic. And on the flip side of that, you have this like black rap music that's been forced into people's brains. This unorganic rap shit. And it's just like, alright, so we're getting Machine Gun Kelly as a representative of P. Diddy and that type of music. I have you now.
Check this out. You can always tell when an artist is special and has what it takes.
So we'll have a little look at some of the screenshotted tweets or messages that Machine Gun Kelly has put out there publicly without any shame whatsoever. And why would he? The dude is damaged as hell. I wish 13, 14 and 15-year-old girls weren't allowed to be so hot, so I wouldn't feel like such a creeper when I look at them. I'm still 19. Okay, let's have a little listen to this interaction from Machine Gun Kelly.
I'm not waiting until she's 18, I'll go now. I'm 23, dog. Like, I'm not like a creepy age, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm 23, bro. She's 17 and she's like a celebrity. Like, there is no limits right there. Robert Plant, who was one of the greatest lead singers ever, for all y'all don't know, he sung for Led Zeppelin, dated a girl that was 14. Axl Rose, who was one of the biggest badasses ever, dated a girl that was 16 and wrote a song on his first album about the girl that was 16. I don't care. Say what you want, man. If Kendall Jenner is in your bedroom naked and you're 50, you're going.
What the fuck are you talking about?
So that was a whole big controversy where he was talking about a 17-year-old Kendall Jenner, one of these Kardashian type people with big rubber lips and shit like that. I don't know who would be attracted to that type of thing. I guess when you have MGK coming out talking about it, all the young people are going to be like, dude, yeah, it's open season here. And maybe even the 50-year-olds, as freaky and as disgusting as that sounds. And the next picture right there is I ran into my big bro, P. Diddy. Awesome. The two boys are hanging out. We've got pink nail varnish. This is all very fruity, all very Israel Adesanya-ish, to be honest with you. Here we have him hanging out with his big bro, his big guy, his big Diddy as well. And we have another little tweet here from him. Okay, so I got a Facebook message from a 14-year-old just now saying, you're this as this. I'd tap that. Okay, so 14-year-old hitting you up, little groupie, and you're all about tapping that. That's disgusting. As we can see here, Machine Gun Kelly is a musician who signed with Bad Boy Records, an import of Interscope Records, after releasing 4 mixtapes between 2007 and 2010. Some of his albums and singles were released on Bad Boy Records, include Lace Up, General Admission, and Bloom. So this is the hard evidence that it was Diddy who brought him on board and got him into the industry and taught him the ways.
You can't get into the party. It doesn't matter what the fuck's going on in the party. Nothing cool's going on in the party. It's a party. But you can't, for some fucking reason, at his party, you can't get into his party.
And when you actually start joining the dots of what this Diddy dude was up to, it's just cat. It's disgusting. Influential teenagers that are white. Of course, Justin Bieber, Machine Gun Kelly, and we'll throw in the token black guy in there, Usher, because he was a little bit young looking as well. You have these guys who are mad to get into the industry, mad to be famous, mad to have a career in music, and these lads are just there with open arms, ready for them, ready for the Diddy party, ready to feed them and soup them up on all these mad concoctions of drugs and have their way with them. It's so mad, bizarre, weird, and disgusting.
When Diddy says, come to Vegas, you come running, right?
I mean, when you're broke as shit in your manager's mom's basement, when you're hopped up on Viking from a car accident and you're thinking about your life way too much, and you're like, holy shit, what the f am I gonna do? I'm working at Chipotle. Yeah, I would get on the plane, right?
Yeah.
You have headlines like this: Machine Gun Kelly's confession about Diddy giving him a mysterious drug resurfaces. And you're just like, really? Really?
I was like, I'm about to go to the airport, I need something that'll knock me out. I mean, it totally did the opposite. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna have my guy. So he goes down, comes back up with his stuff, and the guy starts puffing. I was like, no, I'm trying to give him like he said the Snoop Doggy Dog is what he said he's trying to give me. So I was like, oh yeah, for sure. I want, yeah. What is that? What's up with that? Where's that at?
Sounds good. Whatever the hell that is.
I'm like, what is that? So long story short, he finally finds it, and he's like, oh, here you go. He's like, now my guy said take 4 hits and like stop.
All right.
When I tell you I came back up in 5 minutes and like had a result for him, like, you know what I mean? Like if it was.
And then he's on the phone running his empire.
Yeah.
And you're dancing naked outside of his window.
He's on the phone running his empire. You're dancing naked outside his window after he gave you some weird concoction that you had no idea what it was, but one of these guys got it sorted for you. That sounds like interesting behavior, right? I think it's very important that Sean Strickland keeps the boot to the floor on this one, because this guy deserves to be brought down, and everyone around him as well. Because when you see the interactions that he had on Logan Paul's podcast talking about Sean Strickland, you're kind of infuriated. You're kind of looking going, okay, can we get this guy? Can we bring this guy down? Or is it a case of every time we talk about a celebrity or one of these Hollywood type people and we call them satanic even though they're out there talking about drinking blood?
Be like, take my soul. Let me bleed on you. It doesn't not happen, let me tell you.
The mainstream media come back at you saying, okay, so this is a conspiracy theorist and a tinfoil hat wearer, and this guy needs to be silenced and taken off the internet. And then finally, 6 months down the line, after the police kick in the door, raid the house and find all this disgusting depravic shit, then we are to believe what the mainstream media say. It's so vile and disgusting. So I'd love if Sean kept going and brought down this piece of shit.
And there's another funny factor of just like the art of me standing or existing makes people furious. And
I saw one of them. I don't know
which one?
The Strickland one.
First of all, Logan Paul, rat. As for that slimy rat sitting next to him, he needs to get slapped. He needs to get slapped, that guy. He's such a vile, slimy, ugh. So this is Machine Gun Kelly's response to Sean Strickland. This is another interaction that happened just a couple of weeks ago. And he's on this podcast and he's been egged on by these two slimy rats looking for clicks and likes from teenagers. Gross. And Machine Gun Kelly is making this like weird roundabout point that me just existing bothers Sean Strickland so much because I don't know who he is. And just to refute that first point from Machine Gun Kelly, maybe he doesn't like you because you've openly said that you drink blood. You have openly admitted to on numerous occasions that you were interested in having interactions with 14-year-old kids. Like literally just overtly putting it out there on the internet, no problem. Defiantly saying, whatever, you'd do the same if you were 50. What? So in terms of self-awareness and understanding what you've done or what you've said in the past and not being any way cognizant of the fact that you're just a vile piece of shit, this guy is sitting here and he's saying just because of me existing, it has triggered this guy, Sean Strickland, who I don't know who he is. And he's being egged on then by two slimy rats. Gross.
I don't know this guy from a crumb of bread, right? I didn't know who he was when I met him. I got hip afterward that he's like insanely racist and homophobic and just not my type of guy, so I would have never even wanted to shake hands with him in the first place.
Insanely phobic, and he's a racist, and you're like, okay. So who brought you into the industry? Who helped you all the way up through the industry when you were having beef with other gang members, and this guy stepped in and took you under his wing, gave you nice, weird, strange concoctions that you had no idea what they were or what they were about, which made you dance naked in front of him?
That's gross.
Who obviously supported and endorsed your public opinion on young girls being very doable and all that sort of stuff. And Sean Strickland is the guy that you wouldn't want to be around. He's the type of guy that I wouldn't want to shake hands with anyway. Wow.
As a person who's just giving you big bro advice.
Big bro advice. The dude is like 3 stone in weight. One slap of a wet towel across the face, you turn him upside down. Big bro.
Learn this. Shut the fuck up and don't speak on me anymore and live your life. But you won't, and I'm going to continue laughing at you because you're a fucking idiot.
First of all, that was a completely fake laugh from Logan Paul. And you could see it was fake because he turned back the head and then it stopped instantly. And then he was like looking, going, this is going to be a great soundbite and this will bring more eyes to my podcast. That dude is vile as well. And the one thing that I will say about Machine Gun Kelly's statement there is I hope that he's right. And I hope that it is true that Sean Strickland doesn't stop talking about him and that he continues to go after him. Because seeing the shit that's resurfaced online just in the last 24 hours from this vile absolute nutjob is delicious. And I would love to see the look on this guy's face when you hear that little rap on the door and there's a SWAT team there ready to take you out. I'd love that. With Sean Strickland continuously going after people like this guy, it does really bring to the forefront what we've been talking about recently on podcasts and on videos, that in terms of an organic UFC star, someone with the balls to speak out, Sean Strickland is that. And if he was promoted the right way, the same way they promote fruity people that are very much like Machine Gun Kelly, as in Israel Adesanya, Sugar Sean O'Malley, if Strickland was promoted like these lads, you'd have an absolute mega ultra star. And I hope that he keeps going. I hope that he keeps pushing. The more he talks back, the more people are going to dig into this, and hopefully we'll have the same type of result that we've seen this week with Diddy getting absolutely slammed down. So let me know your thoughts down below. Maybe hit like, subscribe and share if any of it made sense. Cheers.